Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about complex permanent tissue. Initially we have already discussed about simple permanent tissue. In this we will be talking about various kinds of complex permanent tissue, that is xylem and phloem, each consisting of 4 types of cells. So we will be talking about xylem and phloem. First we will be talking about xylem and their parts, and then we will be talking about, in another lecture we will be talking about phloem. So now let us start with the topic. As you know, the complex tissue are actually made up of 2 types. There are 2 types, xylem and phloem. You can see on the board, xylem and phloem. Okay. Now, first of all, let us discuss about what is complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue are made of more than one type of cells. You can see here, more than one type of cells. These cells work together as a unit. So, complex permanent tissue can be broadly divided into 2 parts. One is, you can see, xylem, and the other one is called as phloem. In the diagram also, this diagram you see, you can see there is a pith in the innermost part. You can see here, this is the pith. This is the pith part as such. Then you can see vascular cambium consisting of xylem and phloem. You can see the portion of the xylem here. Xylem is located in the inner core, phloem is located on the outer part of the wood. You can see the bark also where it is given. Now let us first of all talk about the function of xylem. Xylem function as a conducting tissue for water and minerals from the roots to the above parts of the plant, that is stem and leaves. It also provides mechanical strength to the plant parts. So it is another function of the xylem. Apart from conduction of minerals and water, it is also providing mechanical strength. Now let us talk about the functions of the phloem. Phloem transport food, usually from the leaves, which is a place where photosynthesis occurs, as you know, and it transports food from leaves and to various parts of the plant. Various parts of the plant include those parts which are actually not concerned with the process of photosynthesis. Okay. Now, let us discuss another topic. Here we will be discussing another topic. This is parts of xylem. Let us start about this topic as well. See, I have already told you about the xylem. Now let us talk about the parts. First part is, you can see here, it is given tracheids. This is the first part. The second is vessels. The third is xylem fiber, and the fourth is xylem parenchyma, as you can see here. Now, the diagram is also given. See the diagram. This is the tracheids. This is the xylem vessel. This is the third one is, which is given here. It is the xylem parenchyma, and this is the xylem fiber. So these are all the parts of the xylem: tracheids, vessels, fibers, and xylem parenchyma. The 3 parts, tracheids, vessels, and xylem fibers, are actually non-living. Xylem parenchyma is the only living part present in the xylem. Okay. Now let us talk about functions of tracheids and xylem vessels. Okay. See here. First of all, let us talk about the functions of trachees. It is given trachees are elongated or tube-like cells with thick and lignified walls. See in the above part, you can see here, it is given trachees are elongated or tube-like cells. You can see here with thick and lignified walls and tapering ends. These are dead and without protoplasm. In pteridophytes, gymnosperm and angiosperm, these are the main water transporting element. So that is the importance of trachees. That is the function. That is, it is involved in transport of water. Now let us talk about vessels. See in the diagram also, you can see in the below part. Vessels is a long cylindrical tube like structure devoid of protoplasm. These are made up of many cells called vessel members. Vessel members are interconnected through perforation. So there is a common wall in between the two, and in between the various cells of the xylem vessels there is a pit, and therefore the transport of certain ions and material takes place from one xylem vessel to the other xylem vessel. Presence of vessels is actually a characteristic feature of the angiosperm. Now just see in the diagram given at the below, this is the diagram of the trachees and this is the diagram of the vessels. You can see the difference. See here the tapering ends are present. These are the tapering ends which are present in trachees. In case of vessels, you can see this is very broad in structure, and therefore vessels are more efficient in conduction of water and minerals from the roots to the above parts of the plant. They are more efficient. You can say the vessels are highly efficient. Efficient in water conduction as compared to trachees. Trachees as such, they are more efficient. Okay, now let us talk about the other topic, that is, we will see the functions of other two types of cells in xylem. This is function of xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. You see here it is given function. Okay, now first of all let us talk about xylem fiber. They are highly thickened walls and obliterated central lumen. They provide mechanical strength. So mechanical strength is the main function of the xylem fiber as such. They are basically dead cells. They may be septate or aseptate. Septate means walls are present. Walls are present in between the various cells. Walls are present. Aseptate means aseptate means walls are not present. Walls are not present. So there is no demarcation line between the two cells. Not present. If the walls are not present, the cell will be considered as a single cell. Okay. Now let us talk about let us talk about xylem fiber. See here, xylem parenchyma. Let us talk about xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma cells are living and thin walled. Cells are made up of cellulose. They store food material in form of starch, fat and tannins. It is involved in radial conduction. See, the radial conduction of water takes place by xylem parenchyma cells. So you can see the diagram. This diagram, the number 1 diagram, is of xylem fibers. This diagram is of xylem fiber. Xylem fiber, first diagram as such, and the second diagram, this is for xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma is the only living cells present in the xylem as such. Now let us talk about the assignment of this topic. These are the various assignments. Home assignment. See, you can see the first topic, that is differentiate between tracheids and vessels. So tracheids are present in gymnosperm, stratophytes as well as angiosperm, but vessel is a characteristic feature of only angiosperm. It is present only in angiosperms as such. So that is the main difference. Moreover, vessels are more efficient as compared to tracheids in delivery of water and minerals. So that is the difference. Now let us talk about the second topic. Which xylem element is a characteristic feature of angiosperm? So already I have answered this question, that is xylem vessel. Xylem vessel. State the function of, this is the third, state the function of xylem parenchyma cells. So xylem parenchyma cells is usually they store food, they store tannins and various other elements, various other substances. What do you mean by, the fourth question is, what do you mean by septate and aseptate fibers? Sorry, I should remove this, then you will be able to see. What do you mean by septate and aseptate fibers? So septate fibers, xylem fibers, are those which have walls in between, and aseptate means walls are not present. Now let us talk about the fifth question, the diagram of tracheids and vessels. So I have already, the diagram is already given in the book. You can go through the diagram as such. Hope you like this topic. In our next lecture, I will be discussing about phloem and the parts of phloem. I hope you like this lecture. Thank you and have a very nice day.